Welcome back, Cyber Explorers. It's Alfie, and in this video we'll explore together with this step-by-step guide how to create a multi-boot USB drive, HDD or SSD using Ventoy. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Ventoy is an open source tool to create a bootable USB drive for ISO, WIM, IMG, VHD, X, EFI files. With Ventoy, you don't need to format the disk over and over. You just need to copy the image files to the USB drive and boot it. You can copy many image files at a time, and Ventoy will give you a boot menu to select them. You can also browse supported files in the local disk and boot them. Legacy BIOS and UEFI are supported in the same way. Both MBR and GPT partition styles are supported in the same way. Most types of OS are supported, Windows, Linux and more. To create a multi-boot USB drive, HDD or SSD using Ventoy, you will need a USB drive, HDD or SSD, the Ventoy application, and image files like operating system ISO files, such as Windows 10 ISO, etc. Now go to your browser of choice and search for Ventoy. Get to the official website ventoy.net and download the tool. Then extract the zip file. Insert the USB drive into the computer and open Ventoy to disk.exe. In the Ventoy to disk interface, under the device section, you can select the USB drive you want to install Ventoy on. Just know that your drive will be completely formatted. After selecting the USB drive, you can just click install, and Ventoy will be installed on your USB drive. Now you can copy the ISO files to the Ventoy USB drive, and when you boot to the USB drive, you will get a menu with all the ISO files you copied there. To create a Ventoy hard drive HDD or SSD, if they are already connected to your PC, from the Ventoy to disk interface, click on Option menu, then click on Show All Devices. Then under the device section, you can select the HDD or SSD you want to install Ventoy on. Just know that your HDD or SSD will be completely formatted. By default, Ventoy will create the device with MBR partition style and exFAT file system, but you can change that from the option menu, then partition style and partition configuration. From here, you can also preserve space at the end of the disk. For example, if you're installing Ventoy on a 500 GB disk, you can give Ventoy 150 GB and preserve the rest for another partition you can use as data storage. Just know that you can also use the same Ventoy disk as data storage too, and Ventoy will automatically get all the supported files like ISO files in the Ventoy boot menu. And if you want, you can create a folder for ISO files, and another one for other usage like programs or etc. If you have a file like an ISO file you don't want it to show in the Ventoy boot menu, you can add a file with the name of .ventoy ignore in that ISO file folder, and Ventoy will ignore it and will not show it in the Ventoy boot menu. Now anytime you want to install or try an operating system, just download the ISO file for that OS and copy and paste it to the Ventoy drive. Then you can boot to Ventoy normally and install the OS or try it. It will work whether you are booted with legacy BIOS or UEFI, and that will be shown at the lower part of the screen in the Ventoy boot menu. Lastly, if you want to exit from the Ventoy boot menu, press C and the grub shell will open. Type reboot then hit enter, and the computer will restart, or type halt then hit enter, and the computer will shut down. Finally, if you want to update the Ventoy version, you just download the new version, then open the tool, and choose the right device and click on Update. Ventoy will respect that device's configurations even if it says Ventoy and package exFAT-MBR. Ventoy and device NTFS-GPT. It will respect the Ventoy and device configurations, and not change any. And that's it for today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and don't forget to activate the notification bell so you won't miss out on any new uploads. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to share more with you. So, until next time, see you later.